it's perfect time for a video. As I was saying in the emails that I sent to you, I'm changing the website to go into a different direction on this whole thing, and it's going to be considerably less confrontational. DFAS is not responsive to the fact that their published rules are apparently don't reflect reality, and there's very little legal chance of overturning that. Um, that being said, um, essentially, everyone who hears about this is very sympathetic. So I think the tack is going to be towards this website being informational, because I suspect a lot of veterans don't know this. This being that the survivor benefit plan for disabled beneficiaries is not automatic. And after the death of a veteran, DFAS requires all disabled beneficiaries to go through an application process, and benefits can be denied even if the policy is apparently in good standing. I bet most veterans have no idea of that. And let's see here, I want to scroll this down. So this is being presented in, informational way. So we go down and say that if you're married, you get denied. I might take this one. The rules as presented to the public are not accurate. I might bury this one. I'm going to present it somewhere on the website, but I might bury it off the front page because I want this to essentially look like it's helping people, which is what I want it to do. It's meant to help people. And then down here, we have created this GoFundMe effort to help people either protect themselves up front or also, if you want to contribute to those who have been denied, contribute to this GoFundMe effort. I think that's going to be more fruitful, and that could theoretically put pressure on DFAS to reverse their decision with Nancy and others. Who knows? If not, and people contribute to it, that's fine too. Okay, so up here, what I would like to do, instead of while the veteran is alive and paying, then after the veteran has died, that was kind of presenting my case that DFAS is wrong, they're wrong, they're wrong. Well, whether or not they're wrong, it doesn't look like we have much of a avenue to go after them on it. So I would like to put the research home, then some, I don't know, our research. And in here is where I would credit the office of Jan Schakowsky and the office of Mike Quigley, and that will provide some credibility. As I mentioned in the email, whenever you go into the GoFundMe route, you have to have credibility and you have to get noticed. That's another separate issue. But credibility is basically, are these people who they say they are? And since someone can just click on this, that part of the credibility is handled. The next bit of credibility is this stuff correct? Is that really true that disabled beneficiaries have to be unmarried? So if you have a link to research done by the staff of Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky, that provides credibility. Now, it's how do I put this? I'm threading the needle here because I'm not saying explicitly that you say this, or Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky is saying this. All I'm going to say explicitly is that you did research that provided those numbers that you gave me. And, feel free to read this over. And again, I'm going to take this one. I'm thinking about it. That's a little confrontational. So we're going to bury this one. And you're going to have to link through to it. And I think I'm going to change it to say the rules as presented to the public appear to indicate that marriage does not disqualify disabled beneficiaries, but it does. So I'm back on the track of I'm helping you out here. Now, somebody, my sister now works in Misericordia, and I think I'll run this past some of the higher ups over there. They take care of disabled, and somebody might who's a muckety muck over there in such a place might say, "This is outrageous," and help us with the what do I say? Efforts to get people directed to this site. I'm rambling a bit here, but we're going to back off on the confrontationalism, play up the we're helping you with information, and I'm going to put the word appear in here, appear to indicate. I mean, you can, I went through it about 75 times and proved to myself that that's what they did. And by the way, it doesn't matter. The what's on that page has no legal standing, and it doesn't matter ultimately. All that matters is the original annuity documents. Nonetheless, a lot of people might be sympathetic to not just the marriage thing, but the fact that you have to recertify that you're still disabled at the end after the veteran paid, and you have to recertify it's the same disability. I think a lot of veterans don't know that. And I misspelled the word prove, and I better stop this video before I ramble too long. But that's the idea. And before I put, thanks to Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky's staff, specifically Andrew Goskowitz, I think is the pronunciation, I would want your permission. Anyway, that's all. Thanks in advance.